Because Yang Wu-Tan, after he learned Tai Chi, Chen style, authentic Tai Chi from the Chen family village, he made a living teaching the royalty, the rich people in Newport Beach, in Beijing. Okay? And those people don't want to make up a whole body sweating. So he slowed it down and just like, simple, nice and easy. Okay? So, but in fact, okay, every muscle group, here, all over, all muscles have a mixture of fast muscle fibers and slow muscle fibers. They all mix in together. It's not like this is fast, this is slow. No, they're all mixed in. And we need to exercise both the fast muscle fibers and the slow muscle fibers. Why? Because after age 30, your fast muscle fibers are the first to go. So you should actually exercise your fast muscle fibers more and more as you get older and older. Otherwise, you get into kind of a downward spiral. You get older, and you move slower and slower and slower, then you end up like this. And you do Tai Chi, like this. No, you should actually do more fast muscle fibers exercises. Bones and joints, this is where the biggest breakthrough came last year. Particularly for you women, you've heard so many times that to prevent decline in bone mineral density, okay, you need to do weight-bearing exercises. Well, fortunately, for many of us, clinical trials have shown that when you do Tai Chi, you actually improve your bone density as well. Well, because Tai Chi is, after all, a weight-bearing exercise, When I do this, 100-some pounds, on my joints and bones. I don't really need to add more there, okay? But more recently, the discovery was that weight-bearing is not enough. You need to vibrate your bone structure. That will improve your bone structure. So, in this clinical trial, the Tai Chi group exhibited a greater increase in bone density than resistance training. We're not saying that Tai Chi is better than QIGONG, okay, weight training. Because they found that people who do Tai Chi are more faithful to their routines. People are asked, hey, you should go to the gym 3 times a week. Go there 1 hour every time. And do this. Okay, after a couple months, did you do it? Oh, yes, doctor, yes. People are never very honest about this. you went for 1 hour, you said, oh, yeah. But the people who do Tai Chi, okay, they really do it because, it's nice, I go with all my friends, and afterwards they go have dim sum. Oh, I do every week. So the compliance was bigger, greater, and they achieve better results. So it's not whether you do it, you actually do it, not what you tell your doctors. So, jumping, okay? Now it's recommended that if you jump 10 to 20 times, okay, 2 times a day, you will result in significant gain in bone mineral density, published in 2015. But that's not the end of the story. The end of the story in this branch of the story is that people who exercise have better executive function, control function, better memory in terms of spatial memory, speed of memory. Oh, memory and cognitive function is improved when they exercise. How so? It's because of this paper, 2018 in January, in Nature, This is a top journal in the biological sciences. What they found was that the stronger your bone structure, the stronger the ability to secrete a very special hormone called osteocalcin. The bone, strong bone, secretes osteocalcin. It gets into the bloodstream, and remarkably, it can cross the blood-brain barrier and get into the brain. And this osteocalcin will stimulate growth of new brain cells in the brain. You get more brain cells. Oh, so strong bones can bring more brain cells. And of course, when you age and you don't do an exercise, your bone structure gets weaker and weaker, and then you don't get this benefit of getting more brain cells. But that's just half the story. The other half of the story is that these brain cells are super brain cells. They're bigger in size, they have more axons, and they're concentrated in the hippocampus. I just mentioned that, hippocampus. Okay? Haima. Hippocampus is for memory and stress reduction. So, oh, I see. So, if you exercise and have stronger bones, they secrete more osteocalcin, they go to the hippocampus, make more cells for strengthening your memory and your ability to suppress stress. That's why the government already told us, that Tai Chi, Qigong are by far more superior to suppressing stress than this, because you move and you bounce along. I'm going to teach you exercises that will, do this, and you do that. You get half the benefit only. I know you're going to ask, what type of exercise is best for the brain? This study, 2015, they compared aerobic exercise, created more brain cells than high intensity training. High intensity training is now very fashionable. Oh, I don't have time. Oh, I'm done. Okay. That doesn't work very well. Weight training. Oh, I want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, okay. No improvement. So sometimes we call these people meatheads. So, all right. How much should I do this? Okay. UCI study. If you do this 6 minutes a day, you already get 70% of the maximum effect. So you don't have to exercise an hour every day. You just have to exercise smart, but not hard. That's what I'm going to teach you here. Tai Chi is good for knee arthritis, randomized controlled trial. Okay. And Tai Chi is recommended by the Arthritis Foundation of America. And finally, connective tissues. Another big discovery of the past couple of years. A lot of us have back pain. Okay. So at Harvard, they took normal mice. They injected irritant at the lower back so that the mice are walking around and say, oh, like that, all right? Okay. So they make the mice do stretching exercises. And how do you do that? Okay. Well, you can't see this very well, but this mouse, I'm the mother, is trying to get away, okay? They can't because this researcher is pulling the tail. So, I'm doing stretching exercise, right? And the mice that got to do this has less and less pain. Well, they don't tell you, but if you touch them, they go, ouch, okay, then you know the pain. But if you touch them here, it's okay. No, but more scientifically, they took blood tests and tissue samples to show inflammation, 发炎, goes down when they stretch. So it's now known that stretching and if you're lazy, you can get a massage, to rub your body. And that will lead to a whole chain of events that lead to activation of signaling pathways that will lead to local and systemic analgesic, pain relief, and anti-inflammatory effects. So stretching is not just, feels good. It's actually medicinal in that sense. So in our laboratory, we wanted to see what type of exercises are best for the lower back or the upper back and so forth. And I'm looking at the clock here, so as it turned out, okay, by putting electrodes on the back and measuring blood flow, we showed that, there's certain exercises like deer sprinting, 路奔, like that. It's particularly good for the lower back. Doesn't do much for the upper back. So if you have low back pain, you should do more of this. 虎坡. Hey, you exercise the upper back more. So if you have an upper back shoulder problem, do more of this. Doing this will help. You remember what Harvard Medical School said on their website? Tai Chi QIGONG is like medication in motion. But that's not that useful. It's just saying, if you have a problem, go see your pharmacist. Go to the pharmacy, go to Rite Aid. Rite Aid has so many medicines. You need a doctor to tell you, if you have this problem, you take this medicine. If it's this problem, you take this medicine. It's very good, to do 100 different movements for cultural enrichment. But if you have different problems, you need to know what exercise to do. And just 五禽戏, 虎坡, or 路奔, depending on what your problem is. Okay, if you have low back problem, do more of that instead of just do everything once. Not the best way, and this is what I'm going to teach you. Finally, for cultural reasons, it's good to do 100 different movements. But at Princeton, they found that if you do a movement repetitively, you increase serotonin. Okay, that will make you sleep better, feel better. Okay, and this is shown by experiments on cats, because they can't do it to people. They put electrodes into the brain of the cat, and they found that when cats do grooming, it's almost like Yunso, okay? Look at that, okay? Well, the serotonin level goes from to 40-fold increase. So if you want certain types of benefit, like sleep better emotions, you have to do things repetitively more than once. That's what I'm going to teach you here. One more thing. Amazing study at Cleveland Clinic. They divided subjects into 3 different groups. Okay? This is the gung-ho group. They go and exercise. Okay? This is the control group. they didn't exercise. But this group is called the imaginary exercising group. They don't exercise, but when you guys sit there, yeah, okay, they sit there and say, yeah, okay, they think they're exercising, they're actually not, okay. Well, you can laugh, but look at this. After 6 weeks, okay, the control group had no change in strength, of course. The exercise group improved their strength by 30%, okay? But these lazy people, but they're imaginative, wow, they went up 2/3 of this. Ah, okay. So by imagining, you can actually increase your strength measurably. And the increase is not in muscle size. Here, the EEG signals, the brain signals improve a lot, okay? That means that, a lot of things, the mind is just as important as the body. So when you do exercises like, in a minute, Wuju, I'm the tiger, I'm picking up a wild pig. Wow. I'm imagining I'm also increasing in strength. If you do that next time you go on the plane and you pick up the rollerboard, oh wow, they're so easy. Because you've been exercising your brain. But better, I'm going to get you to exercise the muscles too. Okay, so I'm going to end the lecture here because of time limitation. And let me just ask if there are any questions before we go to the hands-on teaching session. Okay, I talked a lot, but this is, as you can see, a videotape, and it'll be on YouTube, and you can review what I said. But any questions from the audience for now? Yes?
Can you already get the PowerPoint slides?
Yes, you can. But first of all, the slides are not as good as, look at the video because I'll be explaining. Okay, so let's just get up and pick up the space here, and we'll go and the remaining 45 minutes or so, teach you some exercises.